the Memorial Coliseum. It is the finals, and we are seeing a familiar sight. Once again, for the third time, it is going to be a showdown between Cignal HD Spikers and Criss Cross King Crunchers. Who will it be this time? It is a totally different scenario for both teams, and that makes for an even more exciting showdown for these two top teams in a very short but action-packed open conference of Spikers Turf. And we are so happy that you're with us today. My name is Chikiro Puno. With me, my partner Neil Flores, and Alexis Insay will be joining us today as well. Sabi nga natin, same old, but not really.
And this is already the final round of competition here in the Spikers Turf. These teams will be playing for the crown this conference. For Cignal HD, they do want to defend their title, but for Criss Cross, they're looking for their first ever Spikers Turf championship as a young franchise.
Sabi ko nga, same old, but not really, because this time it is Cignal who is trying to catch up with Criss Cross. How about that? I mean, let's hype it up some more. Let's talk about how Criss Cross got here, and we want to really stress the fact that they have not lost a single game all tournament long.
They did sweep the double round robin format in the preliminaries, and in the semifinals, they also swept everybody. They won against Savoj in 3 straight sets, won against VNS Laticrete in 3 straight sets, and they had a repeat performance against the Cignal HD Spikers in 4 sets. The King Crunchers actually hold all the cards in this matchup based on how they were playing in the preliminaries and the semifinals. Looks like they have figured out that piece of the puzzle na nawawala sa kanila, because they really struggled in the past against Cignal. But now they have won against Cignal HD 3 times already so far in this conference.
Well, we did put the question mark there because it still is a big what if Cignal comes back in the finals, a new team. Nakita na natin mangyari yan, Neil, that something happens to Cignal when it comes to, the finals, crunch time, as it were, and that is definitely where we are. Coming into this finals, Cignal only lost, actually, to Criss Cross.
This is the good thing about Cignal HD. It doesn't matter how you played in the preliminaries. Doesn't matter how you played in the semifinals. It's about bringing everything to the table in this final round. They swept VNS Laticrete and Savoj in the semifinals matchup, but they did lose to Criss Cross in 4 sets, so they really want to change their narrative today.
And of course, what we want to do today is really pit these players against each other. We want to hype the turf war. And when we talk about turf war, we want to talk about the biggest scorers on either side. So they play different positions, but they come up with the most numbers. It's Jude Garcia on one side and Steven Rotter on the other.
That is correct. This is a matchup of 2 top scorers. Jude Garcia scored 40 points in their semifinals matches. Steven Roeder had 38. So dikit lang talaga sila in that category. Jude Garcia has won the MVP plum twice already in the Spikers Turf. And as for Steven Roeder, matagal siyang inintay ng Cignal, and right now he is the #1 attacker, and he's also the #1 server of the league. And marami pa tayong ibang matchups na abangan. This is just one of those matchups to look out for.
Gusto ko yung California meets Moraita dahil yan talaga ang kailangan din nating alalahanin na ibang-ibang pinanggalingan nitong dalawang to. Of course, Roeder came out of nowhere. Practically nobody knew about this guy until he made his entrance, and now nobody will forget him every time he's on the court. Of course, Jude Garcia has a lot of fans, and we all know, even from his FEU days, he's really a standout. Now, let's talk about another face-to-face. Ito naman yung mga gumagawa ng plays. This is the one that has a touch every single sequence of the game. And we're talking about the setters, the playmakers, the orchestrators. Bigyan ng baton yan si Ishpol Borosa at si Owan Ataman.
Of course, we have to talk about the playmakers of both teams. This matchup features 2 of the best setters to ever play in the Spikers Turf. Ishpol Borosa was player of the game twice, including last Sunday against Cignal HD. And as for Joshua Retamar, he's finally fitting in the system of Coach Dexter Clamor, and maganda na yung chemistry niya with his attacker. So both of these setters will be crucial, of course, in today's game.
I'm really excited to see how these two players will be pitting themselves against each other. And I wonder what they are thinking coming into this game. We are actually going to find out a little later on. But before that, let's bring in Alexis Insay, who will join in on the fun today. Hey, Ai.
Chiki, Neil, talaga namang nakaka-excite dahil finals day today. For sure, there will be a lot of tweets from our social media platforms galing sa ating fans dito sa Spikers Surf. We love hearing from all of you. So we actually have a poll just below your stream asking which team will prevail in Game 1. You can also join in the conversation online by using the hashtag SpikersSurf2025. You can also visit our Facebook, X, and Instagram pages to stay up to date. Ngayon, you know what? The opening serve will start in a few. Talagang mamaya magkakaroon ng puksaan ng ating mga setters dito sa Spikers Surf Finals. So we'll be back here on the Pilipinas Live app.
It's just gonna be a very tough fight for the both of us, and expect a very good show and an intense match kasi ibubuhos talaga namin yung lahat. And sa part namin sa Crisscross, hindi kami papayag na hindi namin makukuha yung title this time around.
Maganda yung laban ngayon. Kasi yun nga, hindi kami nanalo sa Crisscross elimination pa lang. And undefeated sila. So, ito yung chance na makakabawi yung team namin and may kita nila na buo na ulit yung Cignal team.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to the Rizal Memorial Coliseum in Manila and Season 8, the Open Conference of the Spikers Turf, where power meets passion. This is our second match for you for today, day 1 of the final round, a best-of-3 series, where the winner of 2 matches goes home with a gold medal. For match number 38, let us welcome our Criss Cross King Crunchers and their challengers, our defending champions, our Cignal HD Spikers. Presenting our international officials for this match. First referee from Hong Kong, Mr. Adams Wong. Second referee from the Philippines, Mr. Yul Benosa. Let's welcome our starting lineup from our Criss Cross King Crunchers. Let's begin with jersey number 1, Angelo Nicolas Almendras. At number 4, Kim Malabunga. Wearing jersey number 5, Jude Garcia. At number 14, Esmilzo Joner Polvorosa. Number 15, Mark Jesus Espejo. And number 16, Giancarlo Glorioso. Starting libero is number 22, Manuel Sumanggid III. Head coach, Mr. Anusorn, Coach Tai Bundit. Presenting our Cignal HD Spikers. Let's begin with their team captain. He wears jersey number 8, John Paul Bugawan. At number 3, Joshua Retamar. Wearing jersey number 4, Steven Rotter. At number 10, Wendell Miguel. Wearing jersey number 20, Lloyd Josaphat. And number 21, Louis Ramirez. Starting libero is number 7, Vince Lorenzo. Head coach, Mr. Dexter Clamore. This is match number 38, game 1 of the finals for the gold. Season 8, the Open Conference of the Spikers Turf.
And your lineup on your screen. So Coach Tai deciding to start Mark Espejo today. Didn't start that last game in the semifinals that these two teams met. And on the Cignal side, same first unit for the HD Spikers. Yun nga pala, no? Si Mark Espejo came in late in this tournament. So in the first couple of games, parang na-fortify pa yung Criss Cross.
And we already expected him to start. This is the finals after all. So if you have a talent like Mark Espejo on the bench, why not use him as part of the first 6? He will be playing as an opposite hitter. Sabi nga niya, mas gusto niya na yung role niya as an opposite compared to an outside. And as for Cignal, again, when it comes to the depth of the bench, lamang na lamang din yung Cignal. So it's really about getting the right points in the right moments. Kasi in the previous outings against Crisscross, dikit lang din naman talaga yung ibang sets. It's just that dun sa mga crucial parts, nakakaabante yung Crisscross.
Well, Crisscross is first on the scoreboard. So I don't know as far as the stats go. Has Criss Cross been scoring first? The last time these teams were meeting, as we know, it is a flawless record that Criss Cross is coming in here with. So So they are really the marked team. Sila talaga yung natapos na they were able to weather the fatigue factor of the teams playing daily or every game day. And that one is outside. So finally, Cignal on the scoreboard. We expect this to be a nip and tuck affair.
Cignal will get on the board of that unforced error of Nico Almendras. Ito yung isa sa mga matchups na inaabangan ko. Luis Ramirez guarding Mark Espejo. Mark Espejo guarding Luis Ramirez. But from time to time, you would see Nico Almendras and Mark Espejo change positions. Both of them can play outside. Both of them can play opposite. So kailangan mabilis yung adjustment ng Cignal when it comes to their defense pattern.
Dito na papasok din yung bilis ng orchestration nitong mga setters that we are pitting against each other too. And that was fast. Typically, JP Bugawan, that's one of his favorite plays. Very familiar. Even if you know it's coming, like Crisscross, di mo pa rin mahirap habulin eh.
Ang taas din nung spike reach ni JP Bugawan.
Good first ball by Sumanggid. Oh, and that worked out for Crisscross. Garcia is hyped, pumped up.
They're keeping their focus. They know that hindi puwerkat na panalunan nila yung semis and preliminary matchups nila against Cignal. Automatic sila na din yung mananalo today.
But just to refresh your memories, or if you did not get to see the games, the first meeting early in the tournament was a sweep by Criss Cross. And that was somewhat of a shocker. Nobody saw that coming. We did not expect that game to go down the way it did. And the succeeding games, 4 setters. So Cignal only able to win 2 sets against Criss Cross, and Malabunga paparamdam agad.
Did you see that set from Ish Polvorosa? That's the way he likes to set up his middle blockers. Perfect height for Kim Malabunga against the single block of Lloyd Josafat.
Good first ball. And that got through Malabunga, but ball still alive. A counter for Criss Cross. Lorenzo setting up Wendell Miguel, getting it past the 3-man block, just hitting it off the hands. And we're going to see a lot of that, knowing the caliber of blockers we have on the Criss Cross side.
And if I were to choose the most consistent player this conference for the Cignal HD Spikers, it would be Wendell Miguel.
Wow.
In all of their games against Criss Cross, he was really the top player for Coach Dexter Clamore. And he's just leading by example. Isa na siya sa pinakamatagal dito with Cignal HD, and he wants another championship.
I mean, that's huge. That's a lot to be said about somebody who's been around. Sometimes it's not the numbers eh. Hindi yung palakihan ng pagtaasan ng score, pagandahan ng position sa stat sheets, but your stability and what you bring into the team. Let's see if there's another service ace for Roeder. That one picked up. Combination attack. Perfect execution for Criss Cross.
Garcia just hitting that above the double block of Cignal HD. I think there was also a net violation on Lloyd Josafat.
Everybody going for the big serves. We're seeing everyone just trying to score immediately off the serve. That is risky, as we know.
Offensive serves will go a long way for both teams. But they just have to be conscious about the free points na ibibigay nila on the service line.
That's a good set. Perfectly done by Ish Polvorosa, finding Espejo unguarded from the right pin.
They've been teammates since college, so kahit na matagal hindi nagkasama si Ish and Mark, alam natin na nandun pa rin yung connection.
Nobody home. The blockers did not know that was going to happen. Dinaan naman sa bilis. And Josafat, we've seen him also do a JP Bugawan time and again. Nakuha na rin niya yung timing eh.
And for Oare Tamar and the rest of the Cignal HD Spikers, their goal is to get a single block on the other side of the court because so far, every time they get a single block, ang bilis ng conversion nila of their transition.
Oh! But good heads up for Crisscross, and that one is going to go to Crisscross. Gian Glorioso just getting the ball over, and Crisscross is at 8 points first, pero dikit ang laban, 8-7 in his first technical timeout. dito na sa crucial points both for the PVL, Spikers Turf, UAAP already deep in the second round. Luis Ramirez this time, a solid block from Gian Glorioso. Right back at you, he says to Louis.
Crisscross is now starting to build separation in the opening set. They're locking down on Luis Ramirez. They know that he is the highest efficiency attacker for Owa Retamar. So for Owa, he has to change things up. Maybe try a different combination on offense. And that's a better set from Owa Retamar. Again, JP Bugawan coming in hot for that quick attack.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Owa. He recognizes that right away. And no way does anybody think of him as a rookie. I mean, he's just playing like the best of them. Oh, that one got away. And that's a rare miscue. Although somebody was at the net, it seems.
It's going to be a pseudo timeout for Coach Dexter Clamor. JP Bugawan already said that there was a net touch. Might be a way to ice the momentum of Crisscross.
Yeah, definitely we're seeing, like you said, Crisscross is able to just add to their advantage. And it's going to be we feel it's going to be a long night as it has been actually a short tournament. Mabilisan lang ito eh. Kaya lang, araw-araw sila, every game din, naglalaro sila.
Oh, it's a reaching beyond challenge, but it is unsuccessful as expected.
Yeah. So Cignal burning the second of their 2 challenges at the 18-point mark. Timeout.
Listen, Owa. Again, pagsipas, lumalapit sila sa bola, dumadalawa dito. So pagsipas, reverse tayo. Okay? Pag nandito yung bola, reverse. Single block. Okay? Again, play with the block. Huwag nyo i-challenge yung block. Hindi na kayo sobrang establish yung block. Nakakaintindihan? Papasaan ulit natin. Okay? Pag A-pass, discarte mo, pwedeng first tempo 5. Nakakaintindihan? Nasa ka ba? Letter in 1? Letter in 1 na? Go. Speed! Okay, go.
Coach Dexter has a point. You can see the discipline in the blocking category from the King Crunchers. So he gave specific instructions to Retamar to give more sets to Steven Roeder because dinadalawa na dito si Luis Ramirez. And he also reminded the players to tool the blockers, not to challenge it head on. When you see the seam or when you see a loose block, that's the time that you go for that challenge.
Let's see how the Cignal HD Spikers respond to that timeout. Roeder will get the setup, but the blocker's still there, still established, still a threat, and still scoring against Cignal.
Crisscross is banking on their net defense. Look at that organized double block from Mark Espejo and Gian Glorioso.
Straight to the libero. From back row.
Wow.
A little more difficult, but handled by Ish Polvorosa. And the joust or a push by Roeder. Ball still alive. Here comes Espejo. Great execution and just great reflexes from Jude Garcia. No time to think, just act.
What a sequence. This is why we love the Spikers turf.
Yeah.
Every time magkalaban yung Crisscross and Cignal HD, we are just treated to high quality volleyball. Great take there from Ish Polvorosa. Better finish from Jude Garcia.
That makes a 5-1 run by Crisscross. Ayaw na Cignal. Stop talking about runs, said JP Bugawan. We are going to try to make back this deficit.
He's been leading the pack in attacking. And timely din yung naging substitution ni Coach Dexter Clamor because you also have a veteran setter in CNC lang that has a different perspective of the game. So alam niya kung ano yung mga loopholes It's a blocking pattern ng Criss Cross.
But see the confusion there again. While Crisscross and their blocking established, Cignal a little bit in a quandary as to what is going to come next. So hindi na alam kung kailan sila tatalon. And Crisscross definitely taking advantage of that. And we got Temi Bagalay now on the court or ready to serve. This is a 5-point advantage now for the King Crunchers. Ball still good. Nope. That got away. JP Bugawan again saving the day. He is the top scorer for the HD Spikers with 5.
He has more attacks compared to the wings of the HD Spikers. So that can be a sign for Coach Dexter Clamore to give more opportunities for their middles. Kaya ipapasok niya na yung younger brother ni JP Bugawan, Martin Bugawan, also a powerful hitter to deal damage to the defense of the King Crunchers.
We also love seeing the brothers on the court together. Oh, and he will stay on the court. Now a service ace, his consecutive points coming from JP Bugawan. And he is leading the pack, like you said. And they are making the chase. Oh, too fast, too quick. Malabungan, just a party pooper for Cignal HD.
Quick break point of that quick attack from Kim Malabunga. Again, Ish Polvorosa was able to set up a single block coverage from the Cignal side. Mark Espejo already has 6 points as well for the King Crunchers. But this is a full front line for Cignal HD, and they will get a free point of that Espejo error.
If you think about it, Marcus Espejo coming in towards the latter part of the tournament, but in terms of their cohesion, their gelling, he just fits right in as if he never left. But some changes here also in the rotation. Juleja will come in with Requinton, this double substitution. You talked earlier about the importance of knowing when to bring in the players when you do. This will definitely be a part of the strategy and the chess match that we're seeing between the two coaches.
Also pointed out those unforced errors on the service line.
And a wasted opportunity for Cignal here to pick up more points. Oh, lucky for them. Although mas may luxury ang Criss Cross for the errors dahil lamang sila.
More substitutions for Coach Dexter.
And this is a familiar side. The latter part of the set comes Jao Mandal. Often it results in Jao finishing the set off for Cignal. Asia putting the ball up for Requinton. Roder was onto him. Jao Mandal with his first attack. Good. Off the bench.
Instant impact from Jao Mandal. That was already an out-of-system play, finding that corner.
Yeah.
Hey guys, isa-isahin natin yung skill, receive muna, one good receive muna, then kaya natin maka-atake. Mataas naman conversion rate natin eh. Dahan-dahanin lang natin. Go guys, you got this, you got this.
Wait lang. Isang happy-happy lang, isang bagsak tapos recover tayo. Let's go ah. Isang bagsak.
Everybody getting involved with that crisscross timeout. They know that they're in a good position to get this first set against Cignal. But there's no safe lead, actually, between these two teams.
And look at the players on the court. You know, out of the top 10 spikers and servers, no, let's talk about the servers. 7 of the 10 best servers are on the court, are in these two teams. Wow! I mean, exacto yun kay Wendell Miguel, pero hindi niya naiangat.
That was a bomb unleashed by Jude Garcia.
That was tough. One more time. Whoa. The elevation. I mean, you see it in the slow-mos, how he went from the midline to the net. This is set point, Crisscross, but not yet. Timeout signaled.
Good yun. Okay, tama naman. Absorb, tama naman. Okay. Oh, 24-21, hindi pa malabo mahabol yan. Di ba? Oh, favorite. Favorite ni Martin, tsaka favorite nito. Kailangan moving. Okay? Tapos pag nakita mo na, dalawa kasi spiker natin, si. Pag nakita mo na kalahati, nandito na, you have to be ready, Steven. One good pass, guys. One good pass. Oh, side out right away. Let's go.
Hey, signal! Signal!
There are a lot of different options for CNC lang at this point. Go to a simple quick attack for Martin Bugawan. Can go to Ja Umandang.
Of course, stressing the first pass, the all-important first ball. That will start off that sequence. Silang opting for rotor. That's good enough for point number 22.
That's the reverse setting that Coach Lecter was pointing out. Pag hindi na optimal yung timing papunta sa quick attack, alam na ng Criss Cross na madalas pumupunta yung signal sa left side.
And nakikita rin natin, I think Cignal has figured out that they don't have to go 100% all the time. Nakita natin kay Jao Mandal and just now with rotor, it's not a full-on hits. They're going like 70%. Tama lang yung placement. Good blocking from Cignal. Still set point for Crisscross. Somebody was at the net, it seems. Oh, it's going to be called against Cignal. So a violation will win it for Crisscross in this first set. We've seen this happen time and again here in the Spikers turf. Napaka-crucial nito mga violation, errors. And at that time, it was sila called for net violation. So Crisscross will walk away with a win in set number 1. And we'll take a look at the highlights after. And if we take a look at the highlights, we're going to see a lot of fantastic plays from both sides of the court. And like we said, it was dikit din naman all the way, but we saw a lead by Crisscross as big as, was it 4? But
Yeah,
not
we
by
saw
much more.
the organized blocking of Crisscross in set number 1. They got a lot of impact points from that side of the court, but for the Cignal HD Spikers, they did get some kind of momentum in the tail end of set number 1. JP Bugawan led the way in attacking. CNC lang also made a difference in his playmaking. So this should be an interesting set number 2. Kasi parang nakuha ni Coach Rex yung tamang mix of players towards the end of the opening set.
So it's also about second-guessing who Crisscross prepared for. Sino ba yung pinaghandaan nila? Yun ang ayaw ipasok ni Coach Dex. So yun din, we've talked about the depth of their bench and how that's going to play into today's game. The numbers, Neil.
Crisscross had more attacks, and they also had more blocks, but Cignal got their fair share of service aces, and that helped them keep in step with Crisscross in set number 1.
Sabi nga natin, 7 of the 10 best servers in the league right here together tonight. Meantime, UAAP Season 87 Volleyball is live and exclusive here on Cignal. Watch it all live on the UAAP Varsity Channel, One Sports, and Pilipinas Live, because legends start here. And we want to welcome all of you watching us on the Pilipinas Live app, or if you're catching us on One Sports or on HD One Sports Plus. Chikiro Wapuno with Nia Flores and Alexis Tinsay. We are in the finals. They came rather quickly. Mabilis itong tournament na ito. Espejo. Read there by Silang. And Rotor will go up. Good try. Again, we're seeing si Rotor just taking it back a little bit. Hindi niya binibigay lahat, pero ang ganda ng placement.
They're just showing control and restraint. For attackers, they could easily go for multiple power hits. But for Steven Rotor, now it's about strategy and target.
Oh, that was all out for Espejo. And he hit his target as well. Just veteran moves for Mark Espejo.
Kaya ang daming pwedeng gawin ni Coach tayo with this rotation. Can put Mark Espejo on both pins.
Oh, early service error. Mendras. Also earlier in the season, in the tournament, we talked about what it's like for Nicole Mendras and Owen Retamar to be looking at each other from across the way with a net in between. Iniisip pa kaya nila yan? Ooh! That gift not wasted. Bugawan with 7 points, the highest scorer for Cignal HD so far. Rotor with 5, Ramirez with 3.
It's all thanks to the serving of Wendell Miguel, forcing that overpass from Sumanggid.
Ooh! All back to Crisscross. Garcia, Doug. And Rotor just chasing after that ball, and good enough, using his height and the hand of his blocker.
Early lead for the Cignal HD Spikers. Good response from Steven Rotor. From that time out pa lang, nag-iba na yung takbo ng offense niya. He has been using the blockers to his advantage, and yun yung gustong makita ni Coach Dexter Glamore.
And now errors coming from the Crisscross side. Marcus Espejo, such a contrast to what he unleashed the sequence before. And Cignal up by 4 early in the second set.
Happy.
Okay lang, errors lang ulit natin. Nakaka-receive tayo, first attack ulit, okay? Okay lang, 5 points ulit tayo, okay? 5 points lang, nasa training ulit. Energy up.
Baba lang muna ulit tayo. Baba lang muna ulit. Start from 0. Tapos, magandang basic.
Okay, tara.
Coach, tayo only needed to remind the players. Happy.
I mean, you
Yan
know.
laging linyahan niya. And then after he reminds the players to stay positive, papasok na ngayon yung others on the bench to remind the first 6 kung ano yung dapat nilang trabahuhin.
Whoa, is that going to be a point for Jude Garcia? Yeah, it looks like the point will be given to Crisscross. And, you know, talking about the happy mentality, it may sound trite if you know, at first blush, pero hindi. Yun talaga, that is at the core of Crisscross. And I think the coaches know that that is when they perform their best. And again, talagang taking it back a little, hindi binibigay lahat, pero tama lang, just to get the point.
Soft shots, cut shots have been working for the Cignal HD Spikers. Masyadong naka-atras yung defenders ng Crisscross in the back row. They have been anticipating powerful hits from the HD Spikers.
And that one was untouched. Josephat saying he didn't touch it, but will go uncontested. That's a good first ball. Kinaliwani Ramirez. Garcia stopped. Oh, what a missed opportunity. That went outside. Josephat could not score on that last sequence.
Wasted opportunity for Cignal because it was an open block from Criss Cross. It's a perfect opportunity for them to get a quick point.
And Roder, again, somebody called at the net. It looks like it's Jude Garcia. And Jude Garcia doesn't think it was him. He's pointing towards Cignal's court saying they made the net move, not me. Well, magkakaalaman because there is a net fault challenge. And we are going to see what's what in the video.
Jude Garcia is very confident.
Yeah.
He was not the one who committed that net fault.
And nakita natin actually after that happy reminder by Coach Ty. Nag-iba nga medyo yung mood nila dito, mas nakatawa sila, and you know that when they're enjoying themselves on the court, it really just impacts on the way they play together.
They're playing catch-up right now in the second set. And for those of you who just tuned in, Criss Cross took the opening set, but now Cignal is up by a few points against the King Crunchers. It is a best-of-3 series for our championship match. The team needs at least 2 wins to secure the title. So 2 or 3 games pa yung lalaruin natin.
In the minds of Cignal, siguro Neil, manalo naman tayo sa Criss Cross dito sa tournament na to. They haven't done so. And that is really quite surprising. Actually, not what we expected. I mean, we know the caliber of players Crisscross has, but really to not allow Cignal even a win throughout this tournament, that is really just testament to the improvement of Crisscross through the the tournament since they started here in the Spikers turf. We talked about it in the beginning of the coverage. This is a 3rd time these two teams will meet, 3rd time in a row that we have Crisscross and Cignal showing up in the finals. No net fault is the call. Oh, look who's under the net. And we're seeing our
So we will be
referee.
replaying that point. That's a successful challenge for Coach Ty Bundit.
So nobody got a point. It's a replay. And they avoided the point being awarded to Cignal. Oh, that's just too bad because the point will go back to Cignal and the ball.
Cignal just has to find a way to maintain this lead against Criss Cross. They can go to their heavy serves. Again, they edged out Criss Cross in that category in set number 1.
Good first balls. Espejo, yan naman, nakabawi agad. Ganda naman nun. Finding zone 1, empty. Pero talagang dinaanan niya lahat ng mga iba pang player.
That hit from the back row,
Just
faster
landed.
than the speed of light.
Oo nga. And Broder coming from the back. And what is this? Is this the antenna? Broder acknowledging that. So Crisscross just within a point. Nagliliparan itong mga player na to. Yan ang nakikita natin dito sa ating slow-mo.
That's the thing about an established block from Criss Cross. Lumiliit yung space if you want to go down the line.
Uy!
But a quick hit from Yosafat
Oh, too quick.
will get them to the first technical timeout.
Let's take a look at that one last time. Parang rinibol lang niya yung bola. What a point for Yosafat. We'll be back.
Back here in the Rizal Memorial Coliseum for the Spikers Turf Finals Day 1. And Cheeky and Neil, it's harder to stay on the top than to climb the mountain. It's also a lot more pressure if you're the ones defending the title. That is what Coach Dexter Clamore told me today. And that is why they have to have their mind over matter to stay composed for the game. More than that, staying composed means having their game plan intact with less to no unforced errors. Adding to that, surprise players who still step up for this day game today. And now following what Coach said, Steven Rotter will be playing loose and positive today as more negativity will lead them to possibly losing over the cool and collected Crunchers again. Despite Rotter's injury last year and his teammates' current ones, they would love to have a different outcome for today's game. It's one that resembles why they've always been champions, passionate and powerful. Now speaking of, did you know Cignal has only lost to one team in the finals since 2022? Now we'll see if things change here. Back to set 2.
Thanks a lot, Will. One thing's for sure, that question is not going to change because they only lost to this team in front of them. Kahit mapanalo pa nila. Talagang, this might just be the year for Criss Cross because they are beating Cignal a lot. Oh, almost wasted, but nagawa ng paraan. Another chance, and Ishbal Morosa wants a point. And he really felt that one. Parang larong Japan.
Almendras put that ball up.
Yeah.
And Ishbal Morosa just went for that hit.
That must have felt good. 1 point for Ish. And nobody there in Rotter's way. That's rare.
Well, that was a choice for the blockers of Criss Cross. They already saw Steven Rotter coming in from that back row. Yes, they were late, but in the end, they let go of that block, and that just left so many open spaces on the floor of the King Crunchers.
Oh, and look at Rotter just sticking to Espejo, but that one, it went out, but, you know, Rotter sumugal din.
Look at this replay. That was such a tricky move for Marcus Espejo.
Yeah.
Looked like he was going for a swipe using his right hand, but last second he used his offhand.
Oh! And this time it's JP Bogawan. Like we said, di ba? Kaya na rin yung sapat yun eh.
He already has 8 markers. Still the top scorer for Cignal HD. Making it look so easy.
Oh, well, off speed there, but still a point. Sabi ni Glorioso, pwede naman yung mas mahina ng konti. Pupuntos pa rin naman. It's just a matter of where you want the ball to drop. Cignal maintains the lead.
Way off from Gian
Yeah.
Glorioso. Again, service errors coming into play this time for the King Crunchers.
Cignal manages to take care of this lead, to extend it little by little. The numbers for JP Bogawan, the team captain. Oh, 2 errors in a row for Criss Cross. This time on the attack by Marcus Espejo.
Wasn't the set that he expected. Set was a bit far from the net. Now the lead is back to 3 for the Cignal HD Spikers.
Oh, wow. Great blocking by Cignal. No go for Crisscross. And just things going the way of Cignal these last few plays.
It's their turn to get their kill blocks against the King Crunchers. It's going to be Steven Roeder getting that block point.
Back set. Espejo hitting it off the hands. Good enough. Bilis bumawi din ito sa Mark Espejo and handed to Ish Polvorosa to allow him to just get the points back. We got Martin Bugawan coming in for Oido Sapat. Bugawan is not as tall as his brother, but I think if you look at his elevation, ganun din eh. It's just the athleticism, same. It's genetic. From back row, Malabunga all alone, not enough. And Wendell Miguel probably will want to figure in a little more and just get more touches. He has 3 points now, but you did mention how he has been solid as a rock for Cignal all tournament long.
Somebody will play setter, somebody else will play setter for Cignal HD. Pinasok ni Coach Dexter si JM Ronquillo for blocking purposes. Now EJ Casanya will check in for Steven Roeder to give Cignal HD a full front line.
So this is the third setter that we're seeing for Cignal. Coach Dex is linalaro niya actually. Talagang pinapagpalit-palit niya yung mga setter. Woo! Back set by the libero. Could get there by Almendras, but this is going to be free for Cignal. One more time with feelings. Malabunga picked that one up. Almendras, hang time, gets it. Getting it on his way down. Take a look at this one more time. Bilangan natin, gano'ng tagal siya sa ibabaw. 1, 2, hindi ko pinakita. But it's really the hang time, but we are going to stop for a challenge.
Surprising challenge from Cignal HD. They're asking for a reaching beyond the net violation.
Okay, we'll see what gives. But see, Coach Dex has not been holding back on the challenges. Siya yung, he's been using all of those cards from the get-go. Wala pa tayo nakikita on the Crisscross side, I believe, since the start of this game. First of our final series. Earlier today, Savoj already took game 1 in the series for the bronze medal. But VNS did put up a fight. Well, there's nobody even close to the net, so that was an unsuccessful challenge for Coach Dex. And
Boom. Time out, yes. Sino nando doon? Hindi, doon. Ish?
Takbo na naman ako dito.
Yes, takbo nga. Takbo doon. Nandun naman si Ish na nasa harapan mo, si Louie. O, go. Alam na ako kanino. Go, one good pass.
All familiar line from Coach Dexter Clamor. One good pass.
Well, they're a little worried about the 2 points in a row from Criss Cross. And it's also so interesting listening to the huddle. And they know these players like the back of their hands. Talagang they just talk about them on a first-name basis. And alam na nila kung paano nila babantayan, what their tendencies are, sino iiwasan, sino ita-target. And I think it goes the other way too. Criss Cross has that same familiarity with Cignal. Casanya now calling the shots. The pick up by Sumanggid. Uy! Bumalik! And Martin Bugawan will get that kill block. And Cignal up by 3 in our second technical timeout.
After getting humbled a bunch of times by them, so it's our choice to whether or not we decide to come to play, and we'll be surprised by today. Thinking about the finals is 0-0 right now. We just care about what's happening right now, and right now it's a fair, even ground. There could be a lot of Cignal fans, a lot of Criss Cross fans. It's just whoever wants it more.
UAAP Season 87 Volleyball is live and exclusive here on Cignal. Watch it all live on the UAAP Varsity channel, One Sports and Filipinas Live, because legends start here. Back in the Rizal Memorial Coliseum, this is Game 1 of the finals. Chicky Iroapuno with Neil Flores and Alexis Tinsay. And this is a very heated second set. After giving up set number 1, Cignal has been in the lead from the get-go, and now leads up to 4.
Lead is back to 4 for the Cignal HD Spikers. It all started nung nakakasimula na silang makuha ng kill blocks nila here in set number 2. They were able to get blocks against Mark Espejo and the other attackers of Criss Cross.
Big serve. Good first ball by Almendras, and he goes for the kill. And there's a net violation too. But that's all moot, because Nico Almendras took care of that one. Lead down to 3, but Crisscross still playing catch-up. And we've seen a few of those in the second set from the King Crunchers.
It's another unforced error of the service line to add to the tally of Criss Cross.
Back row attack. That one's outside. Rosa had the time to peek at the defense across the way. Chose to go for the pipe. But that one overblown, and Cignal now enjoying the biggest lead of the game.
Now that's a comfortable lead for Coach Dexter Clamor.
Almendras, and blocked solid. Ronquillo will get that one. Monster block.
It's kill block after kill block for the Cignal HD Spikers. No entry, says Ronquillo.
Like we said, Cignal and Criss Cross are 1 and 2 in many of the skills. Timeout here for Criss Cross.
Habol, laro na lang ng masaya. Kung saan tayo abutin, laban pa rin, ha? Let's go. Para natin pa rin yung momentum. Kahit anong mangyari.
Happy.
Alright, let's see what you have to say. Parehas magaling ang Criss Cross at Cignal, kaya it's going to be super exciting and tight game. Pero Criss Cross muna ako for game 1. Lakas ng impact nirikit doon sa team, sabi ni Raf Camposano, 11. We'll take note of that, Raf Camposano, 11. Let's see what you all, the rest of you, think. Let us know who you think is going to walk away with a win in game 1. This is a series after all, so we are going to see another matchup, maybe 3, between these two teams. That almost got away. This is a free ball. Cignal, will they increase the lead? Let's see if Criss Cross can counter. Jude Garcia with that elevation.
It's not yet over for Criss Cross, says Jude Garcia. Now Espolverosa starting to move the pieces. Kanina from the middle, umaatake si Jude Garcia from that back row. Ngayon naman, sa right side na siya nag-approach.
But really, the past sequences, it has been the blocking of Cignal. I was going to say, and their precision too. Not too many errors coming from Cignal, but then we see that one long, too long, the attack of Louis Ramirez.
So that's 2 quick points for the King Crunchers. Babalik ngayon yung double sub ni Coach Dexter Clamor, CNC lang, and Steven Rotter. Espolverosa has to be able to maximize Mark Espejo in this rotation. They're still down by 4.
All alone, not enough. JP Bugawan again, and he is nearing double digits, leading the pack for Cignal still.
9 points officially for JP Bugawan off those quick hits.
And you know, they come exactly when they need them. Again, the blocking on point for Cignal. And that time got away. Rakinton, nabati kanina ng isang yung sa social media, one of your fans.
Jaron Rakinton just bringing much needed energy to the Criss Cross team.
Is it enough though? This is a 4-point advantage by Cignal late in the second set. Let's see if Cignal can hang on. Espejo. Got a rally here. Called inside by the lines judge.
What a hit from Wendell Miguel, finding that end line open.
And I think more than that, there's actually some contact here because let's see what gives. Oh, that was definitely inside, but on the other side, I don't know kung nagkabanggaan sila doon.
In the second set, lamang na lamang yung Cignal when it comes to conversion in transition. They're getting good rebounds against Mark Espejo, and they're just running with their plays. Oh, and then the ace will be served up by Wendell Miguel. That's back-to-back points from the veteran.
And you know, you called it, Neil, really to single out Wendell Miguel, not for being the top scorer, not for getting the most blocks, it's just being consistently important for the team. To Garcia, and that's going to be off the hands. Criss Cross needed that point.
Then Magalay will replace Gian Glorioso, the service line.
Let's see if Criss Cross can score off the serve, which we know they are capable of doing. Is that inside? Oh, Lions judge says outside, untouched by Criss Cross, so that is an error on the attack. That might cost Cignal. I mean, they only need 2 points to win the second set. Jao Mandal on cue. We see him come in around this time. Kahit papano, kahit Criss Cross ka pa, may chilling effect pag nandiyan si Jao Mandal sa kabilang side, on the other side of the net. Ooh, but it didn't take Jao Mandal's entry. JP Bugawan knew what to do.
Cignal is now banking on that FEU connection between CNC lang and JP Bugawan. Still no solution from Criss Cross.
Yeah, very well established connection. Set point, Cignal. Seems somebody was at the net or reaching beyond. Whatever the call is, it's a violation against Criss Cross. And again, we end this set after a violation, just like the first set, but this time the W for Cignal. So we are tied at 1.
Spikers Turf fans, we are back here in the Rizal Memorial Coliseum for the Spikers Turf Finals. Cheeky Neil, we see that the Criss Cross King Crunchers enter the finals undefeated, and this is also primarily because of the dominant duo of Jude Garcia and Jaron Requenton. Jude, the reigning MVP, has been unstoppable all conference long, providing leadership and firepower for the King Crunchers. Meanwhile, Jaron's ability to score and protect the net has made him a game changer, especially in their 3 wins over Cignal this conference. For today's mindset, it's happiness for Jude and excitement for Jaron. That's how simple yet impactful their game plan has been. Coach Ty's influence over them to linger in every skill and celebrate every point. It's the very reason they've been composed all season long with a royal sweep. And they finally lead Crisscross to the title, or will Cignal keep their trophy gates locked? Back to the panel.
And that really still is the question. We started this coverage with that question. Kakayanin ba ng Crisscross? Although everything is looking good up to this point for Crisscross, signaling a more successful tournament for them.
Crisscross definitely needs to bring back their rebounds because ang dami ng lumulusot na palo from Cignal.
Cignal up by 2. Wow, combination attack again. Luis Ramirez had a hard time keeping that ball in play.
CNC lang will be the target of Crisscross. Because he is the shortest blocker up front.
And that's something that Aura Damar really is able to
Wow.
give. Wow nga. Di pa ako tapos magsalita, natapos na ni JP Bogawan. Ang bilis talaga when it comes to JP and those quick sets.
Look at that kneeling set from CNC lang papunta kay JP Bogawan.
Requenton with the answer. And you know, when you look at Jaron Requenton, he embodies the happy mentality of Crisscross.
Saktong-sakto siya sa sistema ni Coach Ty. Always smiling, always positive.
Crisscross down by just a point. Big serve. Another chance for Crisscross. Whoa! Jude Garcia, Mr. MVP, shows us why.
Sharp cross court. Good to go for Jude Garcia. That was against JP Bogawan. Just avoiding the hands of the blockers of Cignal HD.
Second best spiker in the league, just behind Steven Roeder. Almost an ace. Nabantayan si Jude this time. A chance here for counter. Oh, that hit the antenna. And Crisscross liking the turn of events here. They take the lead.
Just
been a while, huh? It has been a while because we saw that Cignal dominated most of that second set. So this is a 3-0 run for Crisscross. Oh, and Marcus has been hot and cold, particularly from the service line.
He needs more consistency on that service line. Kasi pag pumasok yung serve, malaki yung chance na ma-force out of system yung Cignal HD.
Which is what you want, kahit di mo na ma-ace. Magulo lang sila. And just like that, just you know that their system is so set, Cignal, so you just want to do all you can to disrupt it.
We're feeling the impact of Jaron Requenton in the starting unit for Coach Ty Bundit.
Good first ball. And again, Bogawan just intercepting that. Solo block by JP. Halos hindi tumalon. And that one escapes Roeder. Miguel is there.
Tight.
Oh, that went over. And that's just too bad for Miguel. It was an overpass, sending it to Crisscross side.
Wanted to set that ball up for Louie Ramirez. Pero napasobra, kaya nagkabanggaan si Ramirez and Bugawan. Now, Coach Dexter will burn a timeout.
Sorry. Okay, makinig. Okay naman, nakakadepensa naman tayo. Pero yung second ball natin, masyado tayo nagmamadali. Itaas nyo lang, hayaan yung spiker ang dumiskarte. Next, Sian. Spacing Sian. Game plan, focus sa game plan. Oh, watch na yan. Dalawa lang. Side out, break point, all na kagad. Come on.
Hey, Cignal! Balik kayo sa number 1, ha? Balik sa number 1.
Hear the urgency in the voice of Coach Dex. Meantime, ang bilis ng mga rallies ng mga players parang lumilipad. Bahala na kayo dyan. Spikers turf. Grabe lumipad ang mga persons.
That's why you have to watch them live. And if you think na unbelievable na yan sa screens nyo pag nakita nyo sila
Tama.
in front of you, up close and personal.
Yep. At pag marinig nyo pa yung palo ng bola, yung hampas nila sa bola, this makes for so much excitement when you watch these men live and in real time. Look at Crisscross with a 6-1 run. 3-point lead now for the King Crunchers. They gave up that second set. Mapaaga ang pasok ni Jao Mandal. And he goes up again. Second time is when he gets the kill.
He knows when to utilize speed. He already has power, pero pag nabilisan ni Jao umandal, yung palo niya, yun talaga yung mahirap depensahan. He was up against a single blocker in Jaron Requinton. Both coming from the UST program, now on different teams. And now, Martin Bugawan will get a monster block against Kim Malabunga.
I mean, it's really doubly nice when you do it all alone. When you score a block, it's great. But when you score a solo block, it's awesome. Kuya JP, mighty proud of his little brother. Mandal also doing his job at the net. Labas. Nope, it's in. Crisscross maintains point lead.
There was also a block touch on Martin Bugawan.
Oh, so I think it did sail out, but there was a touch beforehand. Oh, Mandal checked. But that is outside. That was a very nice looking combination attack there.
Too hot to handle for the blockers of Crisscross.
Yeah. Mandal does not know 70%. He's always 100%. Good first ball. A Crisscross off the hands. Easy point for the King Crunchers. They get to 16 points first. Crisscross back in the lead, up by 2. We'll be back. Chikiro Apuno with Neil Flores, Alexis Dinsay. Let's take a look at the highlights here. And nabanggit nga natin na nagsimula ito, angat ang Crisscross, ang Cignal rather, and Crisscross. When they took the lead, never looked back.
I do agree. Crisscross received a lot of 3 points from the HD Spikers. That's why it was so difficult for the white shirts to come back in that frame. 2 players are in double digits for Crisscross. It's Jude Garcia and Marcus Pejo combining for 27 points. For Cignal HD, it has been the middle blockers. 22 points rather in total for JP Bogawan and his younger brother. So here in set number 4, the wings need to step up for Cignal HD. Kasi gumagana na yung middles eh. So dapat mas maganda na yung spacing pagdating sa blocker. So they will have multiple chances to get their fair share of attempts. We're seeing the numbers. Ang dami lang talagang unforced errors ng Cignal. Committed 11. That's the double-digit number na ayaw mo makita sa category na yan.
That's true. Well, as it has been in the past timeouts or between games, in sync naman kayo ni Coach Dex. Kung ano yung kinukwento mo, Neil, yun din naman ang adjustments na ginagawa. So we are anticipating a lot more action from the wings this time. And particularly from Steven Roeder, who had 18 points against Crisscross in that last game they played a few days ago. Their third encounter in the semifinals, also won by Crisscross in 4. So Roeder has to find a way to really help out here in this must-win 4th set. Right away, the effort of Cignal evident. And the effort and the prayer. So the error by Crisscross giving Cignal the first point here in set number 4. Silang back on the court. We haven't seen Itamar.
Both teams starting off with their own errors. Crisscross with an attack error, Cignal with a service error. That's a question. Will it be another 4-setter for the King Crunchers, or will we see our first 5-set match between these two teams in this conference?
And will it be the first win by Cignal HD against Crisscross in this tournament? All of those questions still hanging in the balance. But suffice it to say, Crisscross is in a very good position now, leading 2-1, and knowing that they dominated Cignal all tournament long. At taas siguro ng confidence ng Crisscross ngayon coming into this game. Roeder, talking about him and his need to step up.
He's the #1 attacker of the league with a 48.65 success rate. He's also the #1 server.
Good pass. Ball back to Cignal. And Sumangkid all over the place. Roeder again will get the touch. Sumangkid where he needed to be. Garcia timing it. Off the hands he goes. And Garcia happy about the turnout of that last sequence.
Rinig na rinig natin si Coach Tai dito. He was asking for power in that out-of-system play. He got power from Jude Garcia.
And nakakatakot din para sa mga daliri mo. If you're the blocker, no? Kung medyo mali yung dating talagang... And that's off the hands. Good enough.
Off the head. Of King Malabunga.
Head pala. Nagmislo lang soccer. Yung pagka-football ng volleyball, hindi lang sa sipa eh. Pati sa mga header. Again, Garcia. This time, good blocking for Cignal. One more time for Jude. And I saw Bogawan get hit on the head for that one too.
Jude Garcia getting a second chance from Ishpol Borosa.
Take a look at that one more time. Ayun, sa ulo din yata. Canton staying in the game, was fielded in the second set. Combo attack. Wings getting more action, that's for sure. Ooh, broken play. Garcia, no matter.
That was a perfect bump set from Ish Polvorosa. So much control. Look at that. It was so easy for Jude Garcia to go for that cross-court kill.
It actually was still in system, I would say. Kasi yun din naman ang gusto niyang ibigay kay Jude. Ooh! And yun ang masakit. You know, it's never a good thing, these service errors. But when it comes after a hard-fought point, dun ka manghihinayang. Garcia on defense and on offense with transitions from Crisscross. Zhao trying to cover his own block.
That was a nice play from Ish Polvorosa, just splitting the blockers of Cignal HD, putting Kim Malabunga all the way the right pin for that back quick play, and layo nang hahabulin ng middle blocker ng Cignal.
Oh, too many errors at the serve for Crisscross in a row. And they might just feel the pinch or the latter part of this game. They really have to do something about the service errors.
They have to be mindful about those errors. Don't want to give Cignal the momentum in the fourth set if pupunta man tayo sa fifth set.
We know Cignal wants that. They have not gotten that far with Crisscross. Espejo again, trying to outsmart Cignal. Roeder with the approach. Oh, great effort. Ish Polvorosa managed to keep the ball in play. Whoa! Too fast. Umandal. Those yellow shoes. Does it give him more height?
And that has been the money play for Jao Umandal. That pipe attack, that differential pipe attack, almost looked like a combination play in the front row. There's a football challenge from Crisscross.
Let's see. Alam naman natin na coaching staff, merong mga naka-assign dyan to watch the lines, to really scout for the violations. Let's see if this indeed was a foot fault. That would have been anticlimactic because we talked about how powerful that attack came from Jao Mandal in the back. Let's see. We're looking at the yellow shoes, folks. Oh, clean. Talagang sukat na sukat, sabi ni Jao. The reaction of Coach Tai. First unsuccessful challenge, I think, from Crisscross. And Zhao has not been successful from the service line. Service errors, so this one's safer. And Jude Garcia coming from the back row this time, called outside by the lines judge. And Cignal with a 3-point lead in our first technical timeout.
focus namin ngayon is paano kami manalo sa Crisscross and ano yung kailangan namin gawin as a team. Sa training pa lang pinag-usapan namin, pinapil namin sa bawat isa na ito yung time na para makakuha kami ng panalo sa Crisscross. And iba yung eliminations, iba yung semis, ibang kwento rin yung finals. So dito, matetest na talaga kung sino yung dapat mag-champion.
And certainly Ora Tamar knows what he's talking about. Clearly, Cignal becomes a different beast altogether when you go into the finals. Bound and determined to stretch this to a 5th and deciding set. They haven't gone that far. Meantime, UAP Season 87 Volleyball is live and exclusive here on Cignal. Watch it all live on the UAP Varsity Channel, One Sports and Filipinas Live, because legends start here. Still a 4-point advantage for Cignal. Perfect first ball. Umandal.
Now he's in double digits.
Oh, he's feeling it, Jao Mandal. And he's really getting the crowd going here as well.
Also one of the multi-awarded players of Cignal HD. Top standout in the collegiate ranks. He's been with Cignal with a lot of championship experience as well.
And a good get there for Rotor, keeping the ball in play. JP Bugawan manages to get it across the net. Rotor, quick thinking. Ah, solid block. Gian Glorioso is back. Gian Glorioso, he actually has not been utilized as much in offense, but he's been scoring off of the offensive blocks. 8 points already for Gian Glorioso.
He also pointed out na kailangan makuha ng Crisscross yung numbers nila in the blocking category. 2 3-kill blocks would help their cause here in the 4th set.
And a hit out for Nico Almendras, getting Cignal, or reducing Cignal's lead actually. And Coach Dex calls for time.
Come here. Hey. Men, magaan. Hindi naman kailangan sobrang isubo. We need to have a good pass para maka-side out kagad tayo. Nagkakaintindihan? Discard mo, pwede mo ulit i-5. Pero Nastin, si Nastin na yan. Kaya yung mabilisan. Hey, side out. Go. Go.
Dexter Clamor doesn't want to waste his 3-point lead. Tumawag na agad siya ng timeout. He wants a break point. There will be a substitution on the floor na Squaza will replace JP Bugawan.
Oh, gets his first taste of finals volleyball here. Guasa coming in late in the game here in this 4th set. Coach Dex talked about the importance of that first ball. Hindi naman daw kailangan isubo, pero make it manageable. Just put it up. Oh, good coverage for Cignal. And you talked about Wendell Miguel and how he's just so steady.
Finding ways to score off the crisscross block. Look at that push. The intention was to get it out of bounds. He was successful.
Lead back to 4 for HD. Jude Garcia coming from back, pero may pito muna. Somebody went forward. Who is this going to be called against?
There's a reaching beyond challenge.
So that was hoisted by Criss Cross.
They are claiming that the set of Ish was good.
There was already an unsuccessful challenge earlier from Coach Tai, but this is crucial because Cignal getting closer and closer to the 25-point mark. Hindi pa nagpapa-iwan ang Cignal dito sa set number 4. They have been in the lead from the start. And as you called it, Neil, really a lot of action now coming from the wings. That has been working for Cignal. Keeping the blockers of Crisscross guessing. Let's see. I think there was a call for reaching beyond it, and they're challenging it. So the call will stay. That is going to be a point for Cignal, and they will keep serving.
Lead us back to 5
Yeah.
for Coach Dexter Clamore. Looks like we will go the distance.
Well, this is a first for Cignal if they even get to set 5, at least in this tournament. Ayaw ni Gian Glorioso. Mabilis ang puntos.
Still down by 4, so in all skill categories, kailangan makakuha ng puntos si Crisscross, hopefully from their serves or their net defense, because the attacking will always be there.
And now errors plaguing Cignal. I think that's just either jitters or malamig pa. Guasa just coming in late in this 4th set. Lead down to 3. Miguel coming from the right pin, called outside. Cignal will challenge that.
Ball out challenge based on our vantage point looked like it was outside. But Wendell Miguel asked for that challenge kay Coach Dexter.
Well, we did see Sumangid right there where the ball was. Let it go. But this is also crucial for Crisscross because they're getting the momentum, and this is a little bit of a halt in their momentum. Is it in or out? Let's take a look. What do you call that? Is that in? Ang
Oh, that's
nipis,
in.
pero pasok.
Wow.
Just wow.
The other teammates were already telling Coach Dex, the outside coach, wag mo na i-challenge. But he had faith in Wendell Miguel. They went for the challenge. And that was successful.
What a challenge. Kanipis. That was just a hairline. And that's point number 20 for Cignal. That was huge for Crisscross. That mattered a lot. But they get the point right back. Requinton keeping the team and their spirits alive.
That's the 5th point of the Jaron Requinton.
But as you mentioned, Neil, it's not only the points, the contribution of Requinton, but everything else. Just the way he is a spark for this team. Umandal is just unstoppable. He is on beast mode, Neil.
If you want to talk about sparks, siya na yung bida doon, Jao Umandal, with another strong hit.
Wow. Just wow. I mean, I think spark doesn't cut it. If you're talking fireworks, parang nasa sinturon ni Judas. O bawang. Wala sa sparklers. Garcia with a counter. And you'll get the point. Just using the blocker's hands.
Crisscross will try to come back from this scenario, but they can't exchange points with Cignal HD.
Too late for that. Requinton with the serve. Woo! Good stop there by Subangid. Chance here for Cignal to regroup. Outside set, Umandal this time with a rebound. Good defense. Oh, but an even better solid block from Yusafat and Broder coming together. Scoring on that one. Cignal's tasting it. They can smell victory.
The free ball was costly for Crisscross when they pushed that ball over. Jude Garcia just got roofed by Steven Rother.
Rother's definitely coming alive in this fourth set. Big serves. Wow! Yun naman. Perfect offset spike action despite the speed on Rother's serve there.
He's been waiting for his chance to get more points, and binibigay na ngayon ni Ish Polvorosa kasi na-check yung outside hitters nila.
Good first ball from Miguel. Umandal, that one's outside. No touch. Yeah, I think everybody is signaling outside. Let it go. And now a 2-point lead. It's down to 2 is what we're trying to say. It was a bigger lead for Cignal. Crisscross definitely still in this one. Whoa! Quick thinking for Jao Mandal. He is in the zone.
Nico Almendra saw it. He was there for the pickup. Pero nag-iba yung direction ng bola. Power tip worked for Jao Mandal. And now they're 2 points away from sending us to our first ever fifth set.
One why you stay first, you stay.
Yes, go.
You not go stay. Why? It's 11. Stay, you stay. You one go, you jump.
Guys, malayo pa yan, Isa-isa lang. Isa-isa lang. Kapit, kapit. Tara. Wala natin dito. Ito, ha. Isa-isa lang. Gawa na natin yan, ha. Kaya, kaya.
Ish Polvorosa just talking to his teammates that they were able to pull off a comeback in their last game. So kaya nilang ulitin yon, but they have to convert on this next rally.
They have to also stop. They have to stop Jao Mandal, who is bound and determined to extend this one. And this is the finals after all, like we said. Parang nasasapian ang Cignal when it comes to the finals. And this is actually very familiar territory. If nothing else, Cignal is just so used to this kind of pressure, used to this kind of atmosphere. Almendras, oh wow, block. They're calling it inside. And look at Coach Dex. He's like, okay, chill. I am going to call for a video challenge because it was called outside by the lines judge. Relax, sabi ni Coach Dex. Halos sinugod siya ng mga boys, telling him to call for the challenge. I think they're reversing the call, and it's going to be Crisscross calling for the challenge.
There's no more challenge from the King Crunchers.
Oh, that's what
ubos
happened.
na.
That's right. They had 2 unsuccessful ones. This is set point. Not yet, all alone. Nico Almendras. Parang he didn't succumb to all of the confusion. Nagkakagulo pa eh. So we saw a reversal of the call there by the referee. And now Crisscross needs time.
Last one. Go back. Go back. You have first tempo 5. Okay? Pero check mo yung spacing. How many spikers sa kabila? Sino nasa harap? Si Ish? Wait. Sino nasa harap? Si Ish? Mag-service. Hey, basta ganito lang. One good pass. Pag maganda yung pasa, you have first tempo or 5. Okay? Sino na nasa harap? Now, pwede.
Ako na naawa sa bola sa totoo lang. Hindi kaya yata nag-iisa at team ni Mikael. Totoong-totoo yan. Pero gusto pa natin makita yung mga ganon. Maraming bola dyan, huwag kang mag-alala.
Set point for the HD Spikers.
Oh yeah, and we listened to that huddle. Coach Dex is worried about a full front line for Crisscross. But it looks like Ish is also on the front, but we know that he already registered a kill. Oh, no problem for Cignal HD. Josafat sends this to a fifth and decider. Cignal already mission accomplished. Doing better against Crisscross than in the past 3 games. We're going to set 5. Let's take a quick breather. Back in a
Well, they made their adjustments. We saw the increased efficiency from their wings. Jao Mandal is now at 12 points. Steven Rotter is also at 12 points. So yun lang talaga yung naging missing link for Cignal HD in those sets that they lost.
Well, also, let's not forget Jao Mandal deciding to just take over.
So 3 players are in double digits for Cignal HD. For Crisscross, dalawa pa rin. It's Jude Garcia with 19 and Mark Espejo with 13.
And it was just really the decision for both Umandal and Roder to make a difference in that 4th set. And so now there is the luxury, as we take a look at stats, go ahead.
Sobrang dikit
Oo
yung
nga
stats
eh.
natin.
Halos pareho eh.
Halos pareho. It boiled down to unforced errors. 2 more from Crisscross. Tapos naka-abante din ng konti yung Cignal sa attacking and blocking. But now it's a race to 15.
Yeah.
There's no room for error. And as we mentioned, this is the finals. It is the 5th set. This is the game that matters the most for both of these teams. For Cignal, even though they lost all of their encounters in the past matches against Crisscross, ito pa rin yung pinaka-masarap na mapanalunan. And as for Crisscross, they're still in that hunt for their first ever title in the Spikers Turf. And they're a very young franchise.
Yeah.
But you can see na ang bilis ng growth ng program nila under the wings of Coach Tai.
I mean, definitely they have never looked better, Crisscross, and really the results are evidence for all of that. And we knew that we were going to go the distance. I mean, who are we kidding? We knew we were in for a long night. Again, all of you who have kept with us from the start of this set, talaga namang alam natin, dito na mapupunta ito. But in the 4th set, a lot of explosive attacks from Jao Mandal. And of course, the counters from Jude Garcia. So this is only beginning. We know we are going to go to a match number 2, regardless of the result today. Who will score first in the 5th set? Sumanggid with a save. Oh no! And that was just unexpected. Mark Espejo just tried to send the ball over. I think he wanted it to be a little bit challenging. And the net just got in the way. So that first point, care of Mark Espejo. Oh, that's good. Good option for Ish there to go the back set. Almendras has 9, also nearing the 10-point mark.
Both teams are in their strongest rotations. Umandal, Rotor, Bugawan for Cignal HD, Espejo, Glorioso, and Garcia for Criss Cross.
Whoa! Again, the roof on fire, definitely, for Cignal. It's the other Bugawan, Martin Bugawan, making a difference there. One more time on that monster block.
Nowhere to go for Jude Garcia. That was a tight double block for Coach Dexter.
I think Rotor will get that point. Oh, nabantayan pa rin. Just the anticipation of Jao Mandal. He knows that there is an option from the right pin. And hindi siya bumitiw.
It's a block party inside the Rizal Memorial Coliseum. Sabi nga nila, defense wins championships.
Oh, and Jude Garcia, you see, he was trying to avoid the blockers going on top of the blockers. And that's tough. Look at Cignal.
Crisscross might be feeling some pressure right now. And alam nila na ang taas ng stakes in this match. And pagdating sa championship experience, mas madami ng pinagdaanan yung Cignal. So I guess yun din yung hugot ng Cignal HD. Now, they have a 4-point lead.
And they're doing it in no time. Ang bilis ng pangyayari dito. Cignal just dominating in this 5th set. Oh, look. We have a challenge, reaching beyond, says Criss Cross. So even in the 5th set, you have 2 challenges to give. Naubusan sila in that last set. I think also a chance here for the boys to take a breath and to regroup, figure out what's wrong. What are you seeing? I mean, it's a Cignal playing the way they usually do.
They're just setting up their defense well, marking the right people up front, getting kill blocks against the strongest attackers of Criss Cross. That will be key when you prevent the best attackers on the floor of Criss Cross. Mas nahihirapan ngayon si Ish Polvorosa. Pumili kung kanino siya pupunta.
I mean, Ish has not been unpredictable necessarily. He's been varying the approach.
And check if this is possible. Okay?
Okay, we didn't catch the
I
first.
didn't finish anything. You just so.
Okay, we're listening to the international referee, Mr. Adams Wong. We're trying to figure out the...
Wait, we are waiting for the challenge system, if they can challenge or not, okay?
I think he will honor the challenge.
But we're checking if the system is up and running to be able to get that video replay.
I think the referee, Adams Wong, was being hounded by Criss Cross. We'll be asking for that challenge. And let's see if we can... And we're trying to understand what this conversation is between Mark Espejo and the referee, but it looks like there will be no video challenge. We can get to the bottom of it. Well, Criss Cross really needed to challenge that because look at the score. And tuloy-tuloy ang pagpuntos ng Cignal. Maybe they managed to really stop the momentum of Cignal. Finally getting a second point.
3-point lead is already a luxury in the 5th set. We all know that. Now it's time to get clean points if you're Criss Cross.
Safe serve from Glorioso. Rotor from the right pin. Whoa! Garcia manages to keep the ball in play. And we're okay. Play continues. Cignal with a quick. And what an ending to that unbelievable sequence. Straight to Neil Flores with the assist there. Galing din umilag, ah.
Great effort though from the King Crunchers. But Sian Silang just recognizing that there was no blocker there for Lloyd Josaphat. Went for a quick attack, instant conversion for Cignal.
We got very, very close to the action that time, Neil. Ball going right into the technical table here. Roder sending the ball right into the net on the other hand. Criss Cross with their turn at the serve. Marcus Espejo has been erratic at the service. He's going for the jump serve. Oh, another one into the net. That's huge. Cignal a free point. Jao Mandal has been unstoppable since he made his entry in the fourth set. When he decided to take over, he didn't let anybody in his way. Big serve for Jao. Good stop by Almendras. Let's see what Ish comes up with. Let's slide. That is the money play. It's worked every time with Malabunga.
Malabunga has been the go-to guy for Ish Polvorosa. He needs efficient attacking right now, and he's getting that from Malabunga.
And props to Ish. Nasilip din yan na si Wendell Miguel ang kukuha nun, who is definitely not the taller player between the two. Oh, and Nico Almendras is pumped up, getting that point. Closing the gap.
It'll be a photo finish. So, buckle up.
And sumugal din si Almendras doon dahil tumalon na even before the ball was in the air. Silang back to Roder, called outside. Coach Tai knew it. Isa na lang ang kalamangan ng Cignal. And we have a timeout called by Coach Dex.
Steve, again, try to hit cross. Trust me, it's open. Long and cross. Next. Hey, wait. Shh. Wait. Wait. Next. One good pass. Nandun si Ish. So play 3 tayo. Play 3. Quick. Back row. Nandun si Ish. Pwede rin kayo.
Let's go. Walang titigil. Let's go.
That was a straightforward instruction from Coach Dexter. Just hit it cross. It's open. No need to think about it. Every time you get a chance to go for that attack, target the cross-court angle.
If you forget, just look at the shirts of your kalaban. They're telling you what to do. Cross now. Oh, they didn't even need that. Talked about how the service errors might figure late in this game. And Cignal's lead back to 2. Talked about the turf war between Jude Garcia, who is now at 19 points, going up against Steven Roder. 18 on the attacks and 1 block. Doon naman sa kabila. 13 points for Steven Roder, 2 blocks for him.
We anticipate the high numbers from both of these players. I want to go back to the unforced errors of both teams. Sige, first 4 sets, siguro mapagbibigyan pa, but we're already in the 5th and final frame. Yeah. And you're still playing catch-up, so mas hindi afford ng Criss Cross to commit those mistakes on the line.
And now we want to see if Cignal is able to implement or to actually just show Coach Dex na masunurin sila. I want to see the plays that Coach Dex is looking for from Cignal HD. And if that's any indication of how well they studied their opponents. Alam na alam nila yung mga plays na gusto nila i-implement depending on where the setter is from the other side. Where to target the ball, what to do depending on the position of Ishpolverosa, the setter. And you know Coach Dex, he's already thinking of the next move. This is a chess match after all. Tense moments here. That's off the hands. Jao Mandal was there. From behind the attack line. It looks like it's right up at the net. Ganun kalalim at ganun katulis yung palo ni Jao Mandal.
We saw a lot of those hits from set number 4. Pareho pa din for Cignal HD. So Crisscross really needs to step up in defense.
Execute na tayo, execute na.
Isa, 1 point guys, 1 point.
Go. Okay, let's go! Let's go. Hey, good.
Okay.
Let's go. Give me 1 pocket.
Back to a 3-point lead for Cignal HD.
Ito sinasabi na talagang 1 point at a time. I think that is what Crisscross needs to do. They have to figure out how to stop Cignal, have to stop Jao Mandal.
Labanan talaga ng side out pagdating sa 5th set, especially if you're the one catching up.
And we can't mention enough the service errors that they need to get rid of. Talking about Crisscross. Miguel will get the ball. Polvorosa saving it. Pero adliban na naman. And Almendras, he's a crunch player.
Both teams will always get their attack points. Pero sa ngayon, in the final stretches of set number 5, it's about keeping that ball in play. Keeping it alive, kahit na out of system, basta mabuhay mo yung bola from the attacks of the other team.
Pagalay coming in for the serve. Miguel, again, same play. Wendell Miguel, so good. And again, steady, just no frills. Basta skumor.
Ishpolverosa was able to get a touch on that hit. There was no follow-up on the second touch. Wendell Miguel is feeling it.
Almost. Nico Almendras really playing clutch here in the 5th set. He is coming up with the goods.
Louis Ramirez will check in. Will place Wendell Miguel up front.
And we got the younger Bugawan on the court as well. And again, Jao Mandal.
How do you even stop that?
Well, if you know, ikulong mo kay Coach Dex. I don't know if anybody's figured it out yet. I mean, when he is on, he is on. Talagang, he is feeling, he is in flow mode.
Parang hybrid yung palo ni Jao Mandal. May pagka-flat ball, pero meron ding spin. So it makes it more difficult for you to get a touch in the back row.
And credit the playmaking of Silang knowing exactly when to go to Umandal. Oh, good answer. Coming from Crisscross. Again, Almendras coming through.
Ishpolverosa knows that Nico Almendras has the hot hands here in set number 5. Kaya patuloy siyang nagbibigay ng sets papunta sa kanya, may it be on the left pin or the right pin. Crisscross will try to mount that comeback in their 3-hitter front line.
12 points are ready for Almendras. That's 4 players in double digits for Crisscross. Again, Jao from the front now. He's getting ready for another. Martin Bugawan, nabantayan. Roder will go. Solid blocking by Jude Garcia. Good anticipation there. Roder was set back.
What a day it has been for volleyball. A lot of five-setters today.
Okay, we're talking about the Ateneo LaSalle game that hopefully many of you caught this morning. If you didn't, make sure you go look for it. History-making game there. Maulit kaya dito? Whoa! And Wendell Miguel, sorry about even getting a hand on that ball. Dapat pinalabas lang niya is what he's telling himself. And we're tied at 11. Or nakalagpas na ba? What is the score? Is it?
Everybody is on the edge of their seats.
Are we at 12-11? No, it's 11 all. Umandal getting the bounce. 16 points for Jao Umandal. Now tying up Bugawan as the highest scorer for Cignal HD. Rotor with 13. Oh! Espejo going one-on-one against Umandal. That one hits out. So Laguna will come back in. Oh. Hang on, we got 3 points. Let's see who will get to 15 first. Remember how this fifth set started. It was a big lead for Cignal.
Only one substitution was allowed for the King Crunchers. Jaron Ricanton was supposed to check in, but it wasn't allowed by the second referee.
Safe serve there. And Umandal, nothing safe about that one. He's just leaving everything out there. Now going for the corner pocket. 17 big points for Umandal, but more importantly, 13th point for Cignal.
Overtake niya na lahat ng scorers ng Cignal HD with the limited minutes given to him by Coach Dexter Clamore. He is proving to everybody he is still one of the best.
You will figure his presence will just really loom large here in the finals.
This is a huge pressure test for the King Crunchers. They're down by a single point.
Espejo will get the ball. That pickup by Miguel. Umandal is sending it through. Smart play. That's right. Using his smarts. He knew it too.
Kim Malabunga let go of that block. Mark Espejo was expecting him to go up with him.
Let's take a look at this replay. Up to Umandal's reaction. Yes. That's right. Use your head and get Cignal and set point, match point.
Get 1 point and block, ha?
Okay.
Okay, ha? Okay, happy. Long arm, long. Happy. Go.
I mean, this is exciting for the Cignal HD fans, but remember, Crisscross is not out of it yet. This is the farthest that Cignal has gone against Crisscross. That's all the excitement, but King Crunchers, they can mount the comeback. They just need one good pass and take it 1 point at a time. They got Malabunga in, they got Espejo in the front. Let's see what Ish comes up with. Set point, and it is an error. Oh! Anticlimactic finish for Crisscross. And look at Cignal celebrating their first victory against their arch rivals here in the Open Conference. Parang finals. Well, it is the finals, actually.
Welcome to the finals of the Spikers turf. Cignal HD scoring their first win against Crisscross in this conference. That is first blood in our best of 3 final series.
What a treat for all of the volleyball fans. I mean, you couldn't have asked for anything more. This is the kind of finals match that we expected, and we're not disappointed. What a finish. And just really uncanny for Jude Garcia to score that error. But we've seen it happen. Actually, I think 4 of the 5 sets ended with an error. But sabi nga
nasa isip mo kanina, especially nung sinabi mo, utak yung gamit mo?
Siguro, bumalik kami sa kung ano talaga yung aim namin, kung ano talaga yung gusto namin, kung ano talaga yung pinag-aandaan namin o yung purpose namin sa team na to.
And also, you broke through the defense of Criss Cross. Hindi lang braso, hindi lang utak, puso din yung nilaro nyo kanina. So how happy are you winning for the first time against them this season? Tapos sa finals pa.
Sobrang speechless ako kasi hindi kami talaga nanalo sa kanila 3 game. So talagang in-aim namin na hindi man kami manalo ng semis sa elimination, aim namin manalo kami ng finals talaga sa kanila.
At nakuha niya yun for today's match. Ngayon, sino yung mga gusto mong batian? Family mo and supporters, of course, ng Cignal HD.
Of course, binabati ko yung mga teammate ko. Siyempre, yung Cignal management, yung family and girlfriend ko, yung family ko sa Caloocan, Naima, sa family ko sa Antique, sa mga sumusuporta sa Cignal. Maraming salamat. Asahan namin guys sa Friday. Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Again, we'll see you again on Friday. Congratulations to Jao Omandal, our player of the game. The rest of the Cignal HD Spikers, congratulations. Back to the panel.
Thanks so much, Ai. And for the first time, Criss Cross is now in the do-or-die situation. They need to win that second game on Friday if they would extend to a third decider in this best-of-3 series. And the highlights here in that very tight set 5.
Wow, it was a great game between these two teams. You can't teach championship experience, that's for sure. And dun talaga humugot yung Cignal HD. There were moments that looked like it was going the way of Criss Cross, but they would come back stronger. They were able to maximize the depth of their bench. And this is a confidence-boosting win definitely for Cignal HD. Naalala ulit nila why they are the team to beat this season. Criss Cross King Crunchers, sila yung challengers. And now, Cignal will have a chance to close it out in the second game on Friday. But Criss Cross will for sure come back also and try to extend that to a decider. Dikit na dikit yung stat lines natin in the end.
Except for the errors.
It was just the errors, I would say. That has been the story of this match. Kung sinong magkakamali in the crucial stretches, yun yung bumibitaw sa set. And in that 5th set, it was just Cignal on top.
Well, you heard the invitation of Jao Omandal to join them and the rest of the boys from Cignal and Criss Cross, because we are having Game 2 on Friday. No rest for the weary. Tuloy-tuloy lang ang aksyon dito sa 2025 Spikers Turf Open Conference. First game, battle for the bronze between VNS and Savoj. Nanguna